So fine Sunday morning, he see a boy, some 15-year-old, just like you. He wakes up from his bed, and his mom staring at him. He's like, "Mom, why are you staring at me? Staring at me?" And his mom is like, "You look like you've been raised by pigeons. Go get a haircut." And he gets up, goes to the mirror and checks his hair. She's right. She's a pigeon. That's what he thinks, and he starts leaving his home and walks towards the salon. On the way, the weather is nice. The birds are chirping, life is good. I'm so happy. Unless he sees his uncle Subramani from a distance. Once he sees his uncle from a distance, his mind goes into an emergency mode. So he starts, fidgeting, he don't know what to do, looking for a hiding place, but he couldn't find a spot. He doesn't know what to do. He pulls up his phone and pretends to be busy on his phone, right? Just to avoid his uncle. He's like, there's no notification, there are no calls, but he's pretending to be on his phone, busy, as if, advising the Prime Minister on his next foreign trip. So, but uncle is approaching him. He don't know again what to do. So he turns away. And he's suddenly interested in all the shop boards. Right? He's reading Maliki Medicals, Parimala Provisional Stores, Subramani Stationery. Wow! How did I miss these names? I've been in this neighborhood for so long years. But how did I miss these interesting names? But for a moment he forgets about his uncle and he's concentrating on the board. And when he comes back to his senses, again his uncle is approaching. He prays to his God. God, please, hope he doesn't notice me. That's what he's thinking in his mind. And God for the first time says, fine, I'll do that. And his uncle doesn't notice him, he passes away. He's like, okay, mission accomplished, thank you God. He starts walking, starts heading to the salon. And now, he reaches the salon, he opens the door, he starts regretting every right decision. Because the salon is fully packed. There are people everywhere, 3 barbers, hairs flying everywhere. He doesn't know what to do. He's thinking for a moment to go back, and then there is this image of his mom standing with the broomstick. so he's like, okay, let me get this haircut and go home. So he looks for a perfect safe spot. There's a corner, empty spot. He slowly tiptoes to that place, doesn't look at anyone, no eye contact. No, he's getting so anxious. He doesn't nod at anyone, no smile. He just goes, looks for a safe place and sits in the corner. And now when he's sitting, from the corner of his eyes, he looks at something that catches his attention. There is a water dispenser that is dripping water. Slowly, tap, tap, tap. He's like, he wants to stop it, right? But he thinks that, what if I get up, people will notice me? What if I slip? What if I trip and fall? What if they see the scar in my ankle? No, that would be embarrassing. So I would sit there, say, I'll take my phone and pretend I'm on the phone because I think PM is again online. So he pretends to be on the phone, and then after waiting for 45 minutes, the barber says next, I think it's his turn. And he's about to raise from his place to go to the seat. And then someone suddenly cuts him. And he says, I'm gonna rush. Can I go before you? He's like, I'm so sorry, I came here for it. He wanted to say that, but he doesn't say that. He keeps quiet. And so that guy takes it as an S and goes and takes a spot. So he gets his haircut and leaves early. Again, the barber says next. And this time, thankfully, no one interrupted. So he gets a spot, goes and sits there. So now the barber asks, what kind of haircut do you want? He says, I want a haircut like Virat Kohli. Right? So barber is like, oh, Virat Kohli. That is very easy. I've been using this for years. No? As if he's the first hairstylist of Virat Kohli. He's so confident. And this boy is like, okay, I'm going to get a great hairstyle today. And the hairstyle starts, the haircut progresses 1 inch, he starts cutting. The boy sees that in the mirror that this hairstyle is shaping up well. After some time, he senses something bad. The barber is cutting way more hair than he expected. 1 inch is becoming 2 inches, 2 inches becoming 3 inches. This go way than what he thought. He wanted to say, Anna, please stop. But he doesn't want the easy route. He wants to go the complicated one. He starts moving his head. like so that the barber understands what he thinks. The barber is like, why are you moving far? Keep your head straight. He keeps quiet and keeps head straight. You don't know what to do next. Again, he wants to say that. He wants to say that, he's not comfortable, but he doesn't use words. Rather, he becomes Kamal Hassan. Starts using this weird expression. So that he thinks that the barber will understand his expressions in telepathy. The barber doesn't understand it, but he looks at him. But after a point, the barber senses that something is bad, wrong with the boy. So he comes closer, leans forward and asks, are you okay? Do you want to use the washroom? He's like, he shakes his head. And then finally the barber finishes his haircut. And it's a complete disaster. He turns to the boy and says, look, it's like Virat Kohli. The boy is like, does it look like Virat Kohli? Like this, the truth is, he didn't say that. It was just speech in his head. He didn't say that to the barber that he didn't like the haircut. He just nodded. Yeah, you're right. I don't like Virat Kohli. And he gave his money and he goes back home. But one person is very happy. You know who's that? No. Looks so handsome now. Very good, but what? He says that and goes home, looks at the mirror and regrets that he didn't say no to that person for the next 1 month until he's very scared to those guys. So quick show of hands. How many of you have done at least one thing from the story like this boy? Can you raise your hand? Similar, it's very hesitated to talk to new people. You might have hesitated to ask a change from a conductor because you got an extra GST. That kind of thing. Hold back yourself. And I think you're all normal. I should have raised my hand first. I'm still anxious, right? Talking to you. But it's very normal, so don't worry about it. So that's why I'm here, to talk to you about how to overcome these fears, talking to people, building relationships, to talk without being a mind-blowing short circuit. So I'm Nanda Kumar. I'm from batch medieval. I passed out in the same school. I studied from study standard, 10th standard. I walked the same corridors, and I used to have a study here. I used to, wish that I'd be invisible. People don't notice me. I used to go sit in the middle bench, not because the view was great, because that was the best hiding spot for me. No one will notice me, because the front benches and the back benches are the ones who get noticed. So I stay there, and I wish, people, ma'am doesn't ask me a question, she doesn't pass next to me. So even in the middle bench, I'll be in the middle. So even if ma'am passes next to me, she doesn't notice my mistakes. So I would avoid eye contact. I wouldn't raise my hand in the class. Even if I had a doubt, I was like, I know everything. I pretend to myself. Why should I ask now? I understood. I'll go back home. I'll ask my tuition teacher, or I'll ask. But they also never asked. That's what I was. So, and then after that, I understood that when I look back, I understood what I missed back then. I missed a lot of memories, a lot of happinesses, a lot of opportunities to make new friends, maybe showcase my talent. I wasn't doing that just because I thought, what do people think about it? What if they judge me, right? So I started after, I was like this. Despite having talent, I know I would be a good bathroom singer, but I don't go sing on the stage. So this was my problem. I don't know why was I like this. Like all the others, they were like so happy. They were talking to a lot of people. I was wondering why I was like this. And then after passing out, then the reality hits. Reality sets in. You have to get a job. You have to get a proper job for a living. For that, you have to attend a lot of interviews. A lot of people you have to talk. There will be a lot of people asking you questions. So that's when, because of survival instinct that kicked in, Now I started, trying to improve my communication skills. I tried to improve my social skills. I understood that one little conversation, one after the other, trying to come out from my comfortable zone, and I was just putting myself into small, uncomfortable zones. So, from fast forward to today, I'm a senior marketing specialist who works, who's into branding. I attend a lot of business trade shows, where I have to talk to a lot of business leaders. I have to sell my product. So I have to speak. I shouldn't be, I'll go hide behind the screens. No, I'll be fired immediately. So that compulsion, forced me to learn these skills. But you can't go and talk to, come out of the sphere overnight. You need to, that's a journey. I'm still not perfect. You can see my highlights are still. But I'm talking to you. That is perfectly normal. Once you understand that, it's all easy. So